Hey friends, good to be back with you. Let's talk about the Sun in conjunct Saturn in Synastry today. So Synastry is chart comparisons, not midpoint composite charts or the Davidson relationship charts, chart-to-chart comparison where we put the charts together or on top of each other and we can see how you actually personally relate to each other. So it's the ingredients you bring to the relationship. So when we have one person's sun, which is their identity and their ego, in conjunct to someone else's Saturn, we have some very different lifestyles and goals between the two people. What the sun person is seems counter to what the Saturn person seems is right or correct. Strong judgments about each other can come from this particular aspect. The lifestyle of the Saturn person and the personality style of the Sun person don't get each other very easily. So there can be very little understanding in the way of appreciating each other's goals and what each other sees as worthy of accomplishing. Social issues and politics can be an area of disagreement as well. The moralistic structures that the Saturn person has developed and holds dear and feels like they have a right to own, and the behaviors and the attitudes of the Sun person are not in agreement. So the Saturn person can have some pretty severe judgments about the Sun person, again, that come from a place of rightness or superior understanding. And this can lead to arguments and disagreements that revolve around culture and the laws that govern behavior and the structures that we all adhere to. So this can actually be a more minor aspect in a relationship if we see other aspects that provide compatibility in the more superficial areas of life, especially good aspects between the suns, good aspects between the sun and the midheaven, things of that nature. If you have some superficial things in common, it can really help a lot because we see that some cultural and social affinity does actually exist in the larger scope of the relationship. So it's important to look at everything when you see this in conjunction. It can lead to some busybodiness on the side, the part of both of us, or we both really need to learn to allow each other to be as we are. And the Sun person can feel or end up feeling very somewhat squashed or inhibited in a relationship when we have this particular in conjunction because of how they perceive, sometimes rightfully, how the Saturn person again is judging them or qualifying them. So it's a pesky one to deal with, but again, it can be gotten around in some cases and be something that is more in the background and is definitely something that you can deal with and still have a very satisfying relationship. But if it's one of the more prominent aspects and you have other things that are showing differences when it comes to your goals and what you find worth pursuing and the lifestyles, this is one that really can be the straw that breaks the camel's back. So you have to look at it in context with the entire synastry. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com, Facebook, Instagram, other social media at Truth and Aspect Astrology. And please find me on Patreon and support me over there, and so I can make more videos for you more often. And yes, I am a consulting astrologer. I am mainly a relationship and intimacy astrologer, but I interpret all types of charts. And I'll be back super soon with more super cool videos. Bye-bye.